Hey everyone, this week for discussion 3, I chose to talk about the gas prices throughout the US and the Midwest in 2018. This information is kind of interesting to me because I spend a lot of time in the car. My parents live 4.5 hours away from college, and I spend a lot of time traveling the summer to rodeos and whatnot. So, this information might not be the most exciting, but it is to me. So I got all of my information off of this website for the U.S. Energy Info Administration. It kind of gives you information dating all the way back to 1990. If you click here on full history, it brings you to this Excel spreadsheet that has a bunch of information, and it's kind of overwhelming when you look at it. So I broke it down. Basically, what's in my chart is the date, this category right here, and then the overall gas prices for the US for regular conventional. And then if you come over to G, the Midwest conventional retail gas prices is also in there. And I did from 2018, I did all of 2018, I should say, which goes, I'm gonna mess that up, which goes all the way up to here. So there's about 53 things that I go through. So I bring it down here, and for some reason my dates are showing up kind of funny right there. But breaking it up individually, I have the US overall here, all the data on the left, and then I have the mean of $2.63 per gallon, the range of 0.72 cents, so that's kind of how much it fluctuated throughout the year. And then the mode, or the most common, was $2.45 per gallon. And our standard deviation is about 0.18. So my histogram right here has the scores broken up into 5 different categories. The most common is this one. There's 27 values in it, and it ranges from $2.66 to $2.83. Gas was pretty high last year for most of the year, which this chart kind of shows you that was definitely the time frame that I didn't spend a lot of driving because it was so expensive. And then it only got higher than that 2 times, which was nice. Sometimes it is over $3, so luckily we didn't have that last year. But then here's the Midwest breakdown. Again, I have the dates and the values over here, and then the mean was $2.58, which was a little bit lower than the US of 263, and then the range was 0.84, so 84 cents. So our range was a little bit higher as well. And then our average, or the most common, was $2.44. That was definitely a nice time. The standard deviation is 0.21, and this graph kind of shows that, and this information right here does show that the Midwest usually has a little bit lower gas prices. Our most valued chunk at 22 values was $2.56 to $2.75. And this kind of just shows you, and it's nice and whatnot. So going back over here, we put them all together in a scatter plot, and so I'm just going to zoom in on the scatter plot a little bit more for you guys. So I put the prices in the Midwest, or prices in the US on the bottom, sorry, as our x-axis value, because I feel that we are comparing the Midwest to them, so I felt that they should be on the bottom. And then the prices in the Midwest are on the y-axis on the left. And typically you start at 0 point down here, but to spread out the value points a little more, started it at 2.1 on the x-axis and 1.9 on the y-axis. It just gave you a bigger picture and not so much emptiness. So as it shows, I figured out my correlation coefficient in my equation, which is sitting over here. The correlation coefficient, or R, was 0.9699, which I have listed over here. And then the linear regression line I made in red, so it was a little bit easier to see. I did all the numbers and stuff in a notebook, but once you have made your chart, if you go to your chart design, there's adding elements, and you can add trend lines. So there's linear, exponential, moving average, and forecast. So I use the linear one, and then otherwise you can hit quick layout, and I use this one right here, and it kind of pops up your equation in for you, everything nice and neat in your graph for you. If you were to switch the prices in the US and prices in the Midwest and put them on opposite axes, it would definitely make your graph look a little bit different than this. I did not make one, but your linear regression line I think would be a little bit steeper, and your points would be more so above the line of regression instead of having some below, and it would just cause a lot of confusion with the chart in itself. But other than that, that is all I have.